You can use the midpoint formula to actually find parts of a line segment that you thought maybe were impossible to find. Let's take a look at this example and you'll see what I mean. So M is the midpoint of the line segment AB. And we're told that A has coordinates 3, 5, and M, the midpoint, actually has coordinates 4, minus 3, and our mission is to actually find the coordinates of B. That is, to find the coordinates of the other endpoint of the line segment. How are we possibly going to do this? Well, we have to kind of work backwards with the formula. So we know that A has coordinates 3, 5. But we don't know what the coordinates for B are, so let's call those coordinates x, y. Well, now what do? Well, we know the midpoint. The midpoint is given to be 4, -3. So, what do? Well, I know the midpoint formula, which tells me that if I average the x values and average the y values, that has to equal this. So therefore, 3 plus x all divided by 2, 5 plus y all divided by 2 has to actually equal the midpoint, which is told to us to be 4, -3. So in fact, here we actually get two equations. This coordinate equals that, and this coordinate equals this. And so we can solve each, one for x and one for y. Let's try to do that really quickly here. If I take the first set, 3 plus x over 2, and set that equal to 4, well, if I multiply both sides by 2, what I see is 3 plus x equals 8. And if I now subtract 3 from both sides, I see that x equals 5. So that's the first coordinate. And how do I get the second coordinate? Well, the second coordinate follows from the same exact idea. I take 5 plus y divided by 2, and I know that has to equal -3. I multiply both sides by 2 to undo the division by 2 here, and what I see is 5 plus y equals -6. And now what do? Now I subtract this 5 from both sides, and I discover that y equals, are you ready for this? -11. So, what is x and y? What's the point B? We now see that B has x coordinate 5 and y coordinate -11. Just using the midpoint formula, we were able to untangle this tricky little line segment issue. Congratulations.